All right, welcome everybody. Good evening. Tonight is the Connection Hangout, and we have the Diamond Connection.
I think, Paul, actually, I think we have the Diamond and the medical connection today.
Yeah, at the same time. Absolutely, with tonight's special guest. Fantastic. My name is Paul Tyra, broadcasting here from Henderson, Nevada, and I'm joined by my co-host in Marietta, Georgia. Welcome, David Asarno.
Hey, Paul, how are you today?
Fantastic. Beautiful, another beautiful day. We've been getting some phenomenal weather this past week out here in Vegas, 70s, around the 70 degrees. How's it going there in Marietta?
It's not 70 degrees.
But no polar vortex either, right?
But no polar vortex either, yes. You can see right outside.
Good sign, good sign. All right, as a reminder for everyone out there, the Connection Hangout, this is not a business presentation or a product training. It's just designed you to connect to real people, getting real results, and allowing the experiences of celebrities, athletes, medical professionals, corporate executives on their personal and real experiences with ASEA. Now, if you'd like more information on ASEA or its technologies of ASEA Redox Supplement or Renew 28 Skin Gel, please get back with the person who invited you to be on this hangout, as they can provide you with all that wonderful information. Also, if you'd like to chime in, please do so right underneath in the comments thread. Go ahead and let us know where you're viewing from. We'd love to hear from you. All right, without further ado, let me go ahead and pass it over to my partner David there to introduce tonight's special guest.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul. Well, today we have Dr. David Silverman. He's retired board-certified foot surgeon in Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. And he and his wife, Wendy, have 3 grown children, 1 still in college. And by the way, I can relate to that. I've got 1 in college, 1 still in high school. Dr. Silverman, he's a graduate of the University of Maryland in 1982, and he has had a BS in biology. And he graduated from Illinois College of Podiatric Medicine in 1987 with a doctor in podiatric medicine. He did postgraduate training at New York College of Podiatric Medicine and earned his diplomate status and the American Board of Foot Surgery and a fellowship in the American College of Foot Surgeons. Dr. Silverman was introduced to the world of natural medicine and non-pharmaceutical wellness products in 1997 and left traditional medicine and surgery for a more natural approach. In 1999, he was introduced to the science of redox signaling and ASEA. He's now a Triple Diamond Executive with the company and a member of ASEA's Medical Professional Board. Welcome to our Hangout, Dr. Silverman.
Thank you, David. Happy to be here. One correction, I was introduced to ASEA in December of 2010 by a dear friend. I sold my practice in '99, my podiatry practice and surgery center.
So, well, David, you were a foot surgeon in previous life. What was that like, and why did you leave that profession?
Well, David, I got into podiatry because originally I was going to go into dentistry. The human body always fascinated me, I think more than my friends growing up. I just thought it was amazing, the stuff that happened. I'm not talking about just female bodies. I'm talking about the human body. I mean, the human body fascinated all my friends. So, but just the functioning of it, and I wanted to go into medicine, but I didn't want to deal with life and death, and I changed from pre-dent at Maryland to go into podiatry because I was able to do surgery. I was able to do a lot of preventative things. I could do a lot of things in sports medicine. So it attracted me, and also to run my own ship. I'm kind of psychologically unemployable. I don't like working for anyone else. The thought of someone as a boss telling me what to do or pulling my strings just was completely distasteful to me. So that's the reason I went into it. The reason I left was really I got passionate about comprehensive medicine, natural things. I saw some things help my mother with a problem and my son. And it was products were marketed through network marketing, and that's when I discovered network marketing. And that's the other reason I ended up leaving podiatry, was the concept of residual income. A lot of doctors now, they go into medicine to not be controlled, but the insurance companies are kind of the puppeteers now. And I could see even back then it was going to get worse and worse. And so I got into medicine because I love helping people. I love the human condition's amazing. I wanted to have a very nice lifestyle myself. I wanted to have balance. I didn't want phone calls in the middle of the night to go to the hospital because someone was dying of a heart attack. And I like having fun. And after 5 years of practicing, I got as high as I could in podiatry, and most of the doctors I knew in the in the operating room, the doctors' lounges, were moaning and complaining about managed care, what was happening, and I was finding that I had no balance in my life. So it was just serendipity that I was introduced to natural medicine and network marketing back in '97, and I sold my practice in '99.
Super, super. Now, being in the industry for this long a period of time, you've definitely seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I know your father had a great product result with regards specifically to ASEA Redox supplement. By the way, as a side note, if any of our viewers out there have not seen David's phenomenal 6 reasons why you need to be taking ASEA and using Renew 28, I encourage you to go to 6 reasons why, the number 6 reasonswhy.com. It is absolutely phenomenal. But you know, there's a difference between just using something, a product. I mean, I use tons of products. I've seen products I bought off infomercials that I've, you know, enjoyed. But there's a difference, you know, of calling that company and say, hey, I want to work and represent your product and create a business out of it. What made you comfortable enough with regards to ASEA to committing your efforts into building a business here?
Well, I would have promoted it anyway, because the bottom line is 2 words. It works. The product works. I mean, it's safe and it works, which, I mean, you know, I find most people don't really care why it works or how it works. They just want to know that it works and that it's safe. And that was enough for me to promote it. To build a business, there was more involved. Again, I looked at it because of my father. That was my motivation to look at it. It was of the 6 reasons, my initial motivation. But I think a lot of people, that 6th reason is there's a business opportunity. And I was with another company. I wasn't actively looking, but you kind of hold it out there and say, wow, if this is really true, okay, that this works, it's safe, and then these other pieces I'll tell you about that made me engage in the business, then hey, I'd be interested. But it was not my motivation initially. But the other pieces were the people running the company. Really important to me. A lot of network marketing companies don't have a high level of integrity. And I've been in the industry a long time, and I've seen it, and decisions are made about money. And the initial decision that Vertus Norton made with this product was not to sell out to the pharmaceutical company. And that was big, because when you're offered a lot of money, tens of millions of dollars for something, and the fear is it could end up like in the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they stashed the Ark away in that warehouse and it's just gone, no one knows it exists. Now that's fantasy world. This is real product. This is a breakthrough for humanity. That was the beginning, and I think the integrity starts at the top down, and everybody I met had the same level of integrity and caring and listening, not just talking. And one of the other 2 parts of the puzzle was the patents. I mean, we have something that's patent protected. I didn't want to put energy behind doing something and then have it show up at another company or on GNC or store shelves or something. I mean, that was very important. And the last piece was the timing, and it still is. I mean, we are the pioneers. I mean, I started with this 5 years ago with my father, 4 years ago with the business, but we're the ones that are kind of going through the bamboo forest with the machete. We're the pioneers, and the herds are following. I mean, there's only 200,000 people in the world in this product. There's 7 billion people, plus a lot of them have pets that have the same molecules in them too. We're really at the beginning, so that's why I decided to put my efforts behind this and actually leave the other company and leave behind some significant residual income that I had developed over many years there.
Awesome. Well, here, freedom means different things to different people. To me, it means, you know, being able to do what you want when you want, and no one else being able to control that, as you mentioned earlier. I mean, and so what does ASEA freedom mean to you, and how has ASEA contributed to that, just to inspire some people today?
Well, like you say, it means different things to different people. Freedom could mean not going to bed at night free of the thought of having credit card debt. It could be freedom of being secure, knowing you have retirement building and residual income. Freedom to me, I mean, I had 3 offices, and I would drive around the Washington Beltway here in the traffic. Freedom to me is walking downstairs to my office. I have 2 offices in the house, and I'm sitting here, and there's a picture of my daughter there. My daughter's in college now, but residual income gives you freedom to work when you want and when you don't want. You can work as hard as you want, You can make as much money as you want, really, if you're coachable and motivated. Those are the two qualities. Being organized is another one, too, which I'm not that great at, but I'm a good example of being successful and not being the most organized person. You can't see my desk right now. But you know, freedom is it's being able to say, let's go away, and not worry about patience or a job or a boss. It's going on my kids' field trips when they were little. It's having control of your time, and I mean, it's almost like being at camp as a kid, where you have all this stuff. You can choose what you want to do. Right now, I choose to work really hard because I know that, again, we're carrying the machete right now, all of us. And the ones that are motivated and coachable are cutting through the forest, and we're going to have droves of people behind us, hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions at some point, which will be millions. So right now, I'm living what I call focused and balanced in spurts, and then I take some time and chill, and then I keep pushing because I figure 3 more years of working, I'll be 58. And you know, my goal is to be significantly into 7 figures residually. Now, not everybody's goals are that big, and not everybody needs 7 figures residual a year to have freedom. Freedom could be 50,000 a year coming in, you know, residually. But that's my thought of freedom. Just do what I want when I want, like you said.
Awesome.
That's a really good point, David. Is that it doesn't have to be $1 million a year. Some people, yeah, there's people out there who enjoy doing what they do, and they've just added this as a supplementary thing because they realize they can help a lot of people with what we have to offer in the different ways that we can do that. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because some people kind of feel like maybe they're a failure if they're not making X amount or 6 figures a year at least or something.
Yeah, you know, it's not a race. It just isn't. You know, it's just if you're coachable and you get some mentors and you keep things simple, you can start creating the residual income you want. And a lot of times it starts with people just paying for their product or their parents' product and having enough to pay, you know, just for the health benefits of the product. And then sometimes it shifts and say, well, wow, if I got to $1,000 a month, pay for all my family's products, or, you know, my parents, my kids, everything else, well, let's start looking a little bit more. And it's just time is what it is. And by the way, one thing that I didn't mention was when I sold my practice, one of the things I saw in network marketing, and it was a health product company, and I still use the products, I just don't believe in the business anymore. They were not consumable. Thank God ASEA and Renew 28 are consumable, and all the other products that are coming, because you know, I couldn't eat the things that were made out of metal that the other company made. So I didn't have to keep ordering it, and people didn't either. But you know, what I mentioned, that one of the reasons I got into medicine was I like helping people. And I can only help so many people in my office. But with this model, it is so cool, because if I can teach, I can help people. If they don't want to help other people, that's fine. I've helped them. But the ones that want to share it and tell other people, if we teach them how to teach other people, you can touch hundreds of thousands of lives with this model, where I could never have done that in my practice. If I practiced 80 years, I could never have touched as many people as I have in 4 years, really, probably 1 year of doing this, because you teach 10, they each teach 10, they each teach 10, they each teach 10, they each teach 10. You're over 100,000 people, just that many levels down, teaching them about something really, really amazing that they're going to find out about anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great point, the concept of leverage. Now, in the spirit of Tyler Norton's book that he talked about at one of the conventions he attended early in his career, the book was entitled Questions You've Always Wanted to Ask the Top Producers But Were Afraid to Ask. What do you feel are the most powerful things you did when you first started in ASEA that were critical in achieving the level of success that you achieved later down the road?
I think number one is, as soon as possible, I wanted to get the big picture. So getting to a convention, getting to events, plugging into what's going on, so you're not an island trying to figure it out on your own, because you've got to build belief in a few things. One is the product. So you get the product on yourself in 10 people, you'll have belief. Belief in the company. It's really important to get to a convention, get to an event, or at least tie into the calls until you can get to a convention and any meetings. You have to have belief in network marketing, and when you get to these events and you see the caliber of people like you, I met you at the event, and You know, I looked up to you like I still do as a mentor because I didn't know what I was doing. And it's like, well, these are really cool people that aren't, it's not about money falling from the ceiling. It's like, let's focus on teaching people how to educate people about this miracle, and money comes. That's the way it is. And the last part of it is belief in yourself. And you get all that at a convention. So I think that's really important. And then the second thing is that's going to make you motivated and coachable, I think, is if you can identify your why you're doing it, what you want to change in your life, what are you no longer willing to deal with in your life. Whether it's settling or debt or worry or stress or having a job you hate. And again, a lot of people love their job, but some people don't. And say, God, I want to live free. I live in the United States of America, the land of opportunity, and I'm trapped on this treadmill. I want to get the heck off of it. And so that's what drives people to do the necessary work, because it is work. And I knew it was going to be work, but I thought, where am I going to put my efforts? Something like this, like I said, it works, it's safe, it's patented, it's timed, integrity. So I think those are the most important things.
Awesome. So, David, what are you most excited about in 2016 and beyond?
Oh man, I'm just excited. I'm excited about everything. I'm going to go over to Europe for the second time. I mean, the fact that we're, again, I just picture me going through us. I mean, the group of people who we have now, which is not very many, chopping through the bamboo forest. We're the ones that people are saying, oh, we're the double-blind studies and show me more evidence. And it's like, sorry, can't wait for you. We just keep going. And we're finding the people that are pioneers and ready now. But I mean, look, we haven't scratched the scratch on the surface. So, you know, we're on the curve, we're right about here, and we know it's about to turn up. And once it happens, and I've never been in a network marketing company when this has happened. I got in at the end of one with a product that was not, you know, patented and so forth. But it just, I'm looking forward to it just being out of control, where it is like the fire hydrant. You're screwing the fire hydrant thing off, water starts coming out, and all of a sudden it is just gushing, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I think we're right on the edge. I think this is the year. You know, Central South America is going to open. Asia is going to open coming up in the next few years. And again, we'll look back and say, remember when it was just these few countries? I'm going to Europe for a week. I'm going to, this is so cool. I went when I backpacked when I was a kid. Going to Geneva. I'm going to Amsterdam. I'm going to Helsinki. I'm going to Stockholm in April. And it's like, is this work? I mean, it's work, but it doesn't feel like it.
That is the best way. Like somebody said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Amen.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. David Silverman, for being our guest tonight. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, guys.
Once again, everybody, be sure to go to 6reasonswhy.com. Again, it's the number 6reasonswhy.com. You'll hear just this phenomenal overview of the 6 reasons why you should be using ASEA Renew 28 and be involved with us as a business as well. And it's only going to take 6 minutes of your time. It's absolutely brilliant. Thanks again for that, Dr. David. And thank you, David Asarnoff, for being such a great co-host once again.
My pleasure, and Paul, thanks for putting everything together, as you always do.
All right, everybody, go out and have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of the week, and I'll see you later. Take care.
Bye-bye.